Hello and welcome to another video. I'm your host, Crusader0777, and welcome to the game. I am back once again after a very long video. The TARDIS interior took way too long, and I have a plan. Now I know that's not really a normal thing for me having a plan. Oh, who ever heard of such a thing coming from little old me? But, guys, I discovered schematics. And I almost showed you by accident because it's right there where I have the schematic placed. I almost showed you by accident, like prematurely. But we are going to be building a little something something. I have the exterior schematic here, just as I'm not going to use any cannon yet because like I'm not there yet, honestly, and I want to be able to build things with a schematic because I've never done it before. We have a blacksmith. Very lovely little blacksmith. I'm gonna enjoy building this. I feel like I can actually walk around this too, so it's gonna feel wonderful. I haven't even built the thing yet. I can literally turn it on and off. It's amazing. So we come over here, and I don't know why I went through the front door. We're not gonna ask though. We come over here, and I didn't get the floor, but this is supposed to be wool floor and like a wood floor. But we have special bookcases, lantern, table, bed, a barrel. Ooh, I'm making use of some of the copycat panels in this video for this build as little beams on the ceiling. I feel like it looks good. And then we're having a blacksmith area with a cauldron of water, anvil. This is gonna have some netherrack with some. Oh, and of course it's raining, but this is gonna have some netherrack with some with like a fire inside of it. Maybe just a campfire actually. That might work better. And somewhere over here, I think like in this spot right here or something, or over here, I will dig a little ladder down, and I am going to build a smelter down underneath the entire thing. A smelter is going to go right underneath this thing, and it's just going to be the little house of it all, basically. Just to kind of, just to give the building some purpose, so that I'm not just building a place to build a place. I'm going to have a smelter using the create mod. I found out you can make a smelter with this mod, and I'm so excited because I've always wanted to build some kind of super smelter, and I think it's about time that I get that going. So maybe I will use a cannon, actually. Maybe I will use a cannon. Who knows? Let's go build a little bit here. Let's do this. So we have built the whole thing. This thing turned out actually way easier to build than I anticipated. Mainly because of the schematic, actually. That schematic did wonders on the productivity of this build. We'll connect the path to the front door eventually. But we are currently in here. We're actually going to change a few of our plans here. One thing, and if I still have glass on me, that's amazing. Absolutely fantastic. Still have glass on me. We're going to open this, make this a regular wall. I know it wasn't a regular wall in the schematic, but we have different plans now. Instead of putting a bunch of decorative blocks in here and decorations, we are going to, excuse me, instead of using a bunch of decorative blocks in here to kind of spruce the place up, we are actually going to take a chunk out of the floor, and we're going to build a staircase down to a little room down here where we'll have all of the smelting stuff for the smelter. And I'm actually going to blend the wall and the floor a little bit here just to make it look like it's continuous. But we're going to just drop maybe 3 or 4 blocks down, and we'll build the smelter in a floor underneath this one and underneath this room. So that way we have a bit of variety among all of our stuff. I am going to extend this ever so slightly though. Actually, you know what? We're going to bring it there. That's better. Alright, so we have dug a bit of a hole all the way down here. We're going to come back up here. I'm going to make some stairs, and it's just going to go all the way down. Not very, not a straight stairway, but like a very gradual stair loop around. So I'm going to go make some stairs, and I'm going to make some fences just to put a divider in the middle. And yeah, let's get that all built up. Welcome back to another episode of Scuffed Create Mod with Crusader. Today we are going to be, but ignore our little friend back there. He's having a good time. Today we are going to be building what we call a smelter. Oh yes, a smelter. Now, if I can figure out how to do an Alt F5, I'll get to work and show you what we're going to be building here. So the first thing is we need to figure out where we want these encased fans, because this is the crux of the entire situation, of the entire project, I say. You're creeping me out. I know that's a pun. I didn't mean to make that pun. We're going to build out a little spot here with a temporary block there with a bunch of fans, just a bunch of them, you know, all blowing in that direction, or well, towards us, I guess. Actually, I just realized I need to move these back. And so now that they're facing the correct direction, I make them blow in this direction. And I'm actually going to swap out some of my building blocks here for some of these, because I don't want my machine immediately burning on once it's started. And we haven't actually, like, done some of this yet, but because I need to make the belts for this, sadly. But the creeper is still very much, like, making me nervous, I'm going to be honest with you. The creeper makes me very, very nervous. Alright, so we have the two spots where we're going to have the belt connect. And then, I'm going to go make the belts, with an S, just so we can have kind of a reference point object for this. I need to start lighting it up outside. There's zombies literally everywhere. Alright, coming down here, we are going to bop, connecting the entire belt to the entire system. And now we're going to build a small... I'm also going to test one thing, because I actually have no idea if... Will it go over the belt? Oh, it doesn't go over the belt. Well, okay, that's a bad example. It does go over the belt. Is there a way to keep it from going over the belt? That's a good question. One that I need to answer before I continue forward. Give me 1 second. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to... Well, first of all, I need to actually go make this. But we are going to make the copycat panels that I was talking about earlier. I'm actually going to end up not using them for the interior of the build, but for the actual project, funnily enough. I'm going to use them... I think you can put glass on it, if I'm not mistaken. I'm going to use them for the glass panels, and I'm going to use them for to keep the lava in when we're... keep the lava in while we're... And to keep the lava in so it does not pour everywhere and make a mess. Alright, so we have these copycat panels, which we're going to, if I can figure out how to place them. I'm going to be honest with you, no idea how to place these bad boys. That is... Nope, that's not it either. That's not what I want. Once again, temporary, they're temporary blocks, but there we go. That makes more sense. That fits us, and it actually fits the board. There we go. It actually fits. So now I can hold in lava, and watch. It doesn't pour out. Boom. Awesome. Alright, so we're going to get a few more buckets here, and I'm actually going to break a panel, collect this lava, and we're going to actually extend the paneling out ever so slightly, just so that it does not end up being, it doesn't end up breaking. We're going to extend it over like this. So, this way, the lava, even if I put it here, it won't flow out. So, there we go. I'm going to make sure a lot of that is filled, and it should, if, in theory, the fans should blow the hot air from the panel, from the lava out. And obviously I need to get some panels, some glassed up panels on here. But, yep, that works just fine. So, I'm going to go make some more copycat panels, and so I can cover up the top layer, and then I need to make a few blocks because of the fact that I need to make a few things just because I need to be able to do certain things. I need to. Fuck, English is not working with each other. Oh, fuck me. So, I kind of forgot to commentate for a little bit there. I was kind of zoned out in the zone, and I forgot what I was doing, and I skipped a whole bunch of content. My bad. Sorry guys, I did not mean to do that. I just kind of got into the groove of everything. So what we have got here, well, I guess I now have to remove this panel. I put it here, but now I need to remove it. So what we have here is basically a system for smelting and any and all materials. Basically, if I were to put something in this barrel, right? What do I have in here? I don't have anything that I can smelt, can I? Do I? No, I really don't. Yeah, so, well, I guess I can't really, there's not really a way for me to explain it, besides just explaining it. Basically, we have a way where if I were to put an item in this barrel, it would pop out from the funnel onto the conveyor belt and slowly get pushed along until it hits there, where it gets sucked back into the barrel. And it's over here now. But, basically, as it's going along the conveyor belt, this lava, which currently has fans blowing through it, hold on 1 second, currently has these fans, encased fans, blowing through it, causing the lava to kind of, I don't know, get blown all over the heat. The heat gets blown all over the item, and hopefully, if I distanced the, if I made the contraption long enough, should smelt most items. So, what we're going to do is lock all this up, and we'll probably have to go through and kind of tidy everything up and whatnot. I could probably do something along this line and there. Oh, well, okay, that looks messy right there. And yeah, that definitely looks messy in that specific spot. So I'm going to fix it. But besides that, I think mostly it does look pretty alright. We just got to make sure. Yeah, so you can barely even see it. The only way you can see it is if you go over here. But mostly you can't see most of what's going on back there, which kind of makes this a very well kept system. I might use copycat panels to kind of cover the ceiling and give it a different texture. I'm not sure. I am not sure. I probably will have to, just because of the fact that I don't want a bare dirt ceiling. And then obviously I'm going to decorate the floor and stuff. So basically all that's left is just decorating everything. But the one thing that needs to be done is I need to test this thing. So I'm going to go to the house and grab, it's been like three different days, I swear. We're going to come in here and we're going to test our contraption. So this goes through this little cycle, and as it goes through, you can see little particles, I think, so I think it's working. And as it hits the end, it should turn into, come on, be long enough. Oh, did I not make it long enough? Is the cycle not long enough to cook all the way through? Oh, come on. Please. No! Is it just log? Is it like, if I get something fast, if I get something else, will it smelt, or did I just mess up entirely? I think that's how it works, but I don't think I made the system long enough to even do it in the first place. Which sucks. Oh, come on. Work. Please. No! How long does it have to be? Wait, I'm looking this up. How long does it have to be? Okay, I guess you can make it any length. I think it's just not been in the heat long enough. So, what if I were to slow it down, right? Here. and now it is half the speed. Surely this is enough. This is slow enough, surely, to like smelt things. So if I were to put this log in here, all right, the log is on the board. It is on the conveyor belt. Okay, let's hopefully. Okay, I don't know how long it takes for it to work. I don't know. I don't know. We're gonna put the clay in there too. Where's the clay? There's the clay. Put the clay on there. And it puts one piece of clay out at a time. Of course it does. Oh, it worked! Yes! Oh, that's amazing. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. I thought that I was gonna have to extend it one over or some amount over to the frickin' over that way. Now I don't have to because I just have the speed of the conveyor belt. Oh my goodness. It's smelting things. I'm so happy right now. Oh my goodness. So, that does mean, truly, all we need to do is finish the ceiling and the floor. And then we are done with this build, which is... Alright, so, if we just put in a bit of a path here, get this all filled out, we will... that looks better. We have finished our little blacksmith. Or it's a smelter disguised as a blacksmith, but you get the point. We have finished this project for today. This, I think it turned out great. I like the panels, making the ceiling differentiate. I can't say that word. And then we have our actual smelter working just fine, honestly. So that's fantastic. We have checkered cobblestone tiles. I liked these a lot. I do, because it gives me kind of like a parlor sort of vibe that I think kind of needed to be needed. I kind of needed something different in this building. So I think that worked out swimmingly. Oh, I fell. But I do enjoy it. Ooh, I missed a spot. Do I have any of those on me? No, I don't. Crap. You know what? We'll leave it. Oh well. Too bad, too sad, I guess. Yeah, I think it turned out really well. I think that it fits into the vibe of the world, and I think it fits. Obviously it's the same color wood as my house. Do I make it stripped logs to match? Yeah, make it stripped logs real quick. Yeah, that looks a lot better. It matches, and then it looks better. It doesn't look... I feel like the pillars kind of stood out just a tiny bit. So, well, I think that this turned out very well. I do think... I like the way... I'm going to take these off. I like the way that this building turned out. I like the way that everything looks. I love it. The wall might be a little plain, but that's kind of my aesthetic, to be honest with you. It's a very plain building style. I kind of want all my builds to be, like, very buildable, not too tedious to build, you know? Maybe as I move on, as I move forward with the series, I might make things a little more, what's the word I'm looking for? A little more detailed, a little more, artistic. I'll definitely do more in the future here. I'm going to check on the farm while I'm talking. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Don't forget, like, so I know you liked the video. Subscribe, so I know I'm doing a good job. And comment, because I like to hear from you. Have a good one. Goodbye.